The Sixers have championship aspirations and want to win a championship this season and many going forward. Monday, November 25th, we saw Joel Embiid for the first time in his career go scoreless, 11 attempts, 0 makes, and a lot of jump shots for Joel Embiid. The Sixers are going to win an NBA championship. They're going to need the complete opposite of this version of Joel Embiid. The superstar we know he can be, and he's going to have to perform in the playoffs the way he does in the regular season. In this game, we saw the Sixers only lose by 5 points or so, even though Embiid had 0 points. This is a good sign that the Sixers have guys that can help them win, even if Embiid is having a bad night or he's not playing. That's cool and all, but got guys like Tobias, Al Horford, Simmons, Josh Richardson who can help the Sixers win the game if Embiid's playing not like himself or he's not playing at all. But the Sixers are going to need the full Joel Embiid has best potential, what we know he could do. They're going to need that version of Embiid, the tier 1 Embiid, top 5 player in the league. Is what he's going to have to be if the Sixers want to win any gold this season. With how good their starting lineup is, it's arguably the best in the league, but they're going to need Embiid to be at his best every single game, especially in the playoffs if they're trying to win a championship. They're in the Eastern Conference, so it's weaker than the West, but there's still some teams out there like the Bucks, the Celtics, and even the Pacers. They still don't have Depot, and the Raptors, who are definitely going to bother the Sixers throughout the playoffs. Joel Embiid has potential to be the best big man in basketball, competing with Giannis and AD, but he obviously can't have games like he had on Monday where he scored 0 points. He had a great bounce back game versus the Kings, November 27th, where he scores 33 points, 16 rebounds, and this is the only way he can bounce back after the type of game that he had against the Raptors. He led the Sixers to win with the Sacramento Kings. A good win for the Sixers, but Embiid can't have the type of production like he said that he had versus the Raptors, where he scored 0 points. Now, the fact that Joel Embiid needs to be great for the Sixers to win a championship sounds obvious, but I think it's still worth talking about. At this point, he showed he could play at an elite level in the regular season, on par with the other superstars in the league when it comes to his production and what he does for the 76ers. But he hasn't yet reached that same level of elite play in the playoffs when it comes to his reliability and his consistency. In the 2019 playoffs, we saw him not always being able to play, and even when he did, he seemed a bit sluggish and like he needs some better conditioning, which I think he got this offseason. Joel Embiid is going to have to be that top 6-7 player in the league, and the tone setter for the Sixers on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball with his post work and his elite rim protection for the Sixers to have a real chance to win a championship. He hasn't yet reached that consistency. So once he reaches that, obviously the Sixers are going to be able to win a championship. I think they can win one this season. I don't think they will, but they have the potential to be great for a long time, to win many championships. Their guys are still relatively young, but Joel Embiid is going to have to be that great player for the 76ers to win a championship. The other 4 guys are great, but Joel Embiid is going to have to be that guy night in and night out for the Sixers to win any type of trophies.
Well, I'm glad. First of all, I'm glad we got the win. Second of all, this is one of the best defensive players in the league. And third of all, I've been hearing that these guys can't guard me better than anybody else, so I just have to come out there and show that I'm the most unstoppable player in the league.
I think what Joel Embiid says here, I think he has the potential to become the most unstoppable player in the league. On the offensive side of the ball right now, I think it's James Harden. This is what Jimmy Butler said, and I agree. On the offensive side of the ball, James Harden is the most unstoppable player. In last season's regular season, I think Embiid had a fighting chance for that title. Right now, he doesn't. He's not the same player in this regular season that he was last year. I think he'll get to that. It's still relatively early in the season, and Embiid still has a chance to become that player he was last year. Again, he's going to have to be great to lead the Sixers to the promised land and really help the Sixers reach their full potential, which is obviously winning a championship. And many after that. Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid is a young duo to lead this team. Embiid's around 25, and Simmons is still very, very young too. So they're going to have a great duo for a long time if they can figure it out. It's still a questionable fit right now. I'm hoping they figure this out and become a great duo in the league. I want to see the Sixers win, and Joel Embiid is going to have to start that and end that. He's the beginning of the Sixers' success, and he's going to be the end of it. Any Sixers' success is going to come from Joel Embiid. Setting the tone on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball. He's going to have to figure this out, become a clutch player down the stretch, especially in the playoffs and just in all facets of the game. Embiid's going to have to be elite for the Sixers to win any type of trophies. Thank you guys for watching. It's been Rashad with Hoops Times 2. Subscribe if you love the NBA. Hit the like button. Turn on post notifications so don't miss a video. Follow my Instagram, link down below. Thank you for watching. Peace out.
Let me say this about Joel Embiid for the Philadelphia 76ers. What the hell was that? Hey, what the hell?